Hello again. I'm still alive. We're all still barely hanging in there. It's time to watch Kingdom Hearts Key, Chi, whatever, back cover. The movie one. We all just watched this, but slow and shitty. Now we're going to watch it, and it's going to be cool and big. Like me. I'm so tired. Remember, no recording this. I'm probably going to get a copyright strike on this pretty hard, or claim. But you know what? That's fine. We're doing it for you. How is 428? 428 is fucking fantastic. This game, fucking phenomenal. If you like visual novels, play this shit. And even if you don't, it's got a really intriguing presentation. It's fantastic. Am I okay? I'm tired. I am so tired. But hey, I did not expect the cutscenes from the mobile game and the browser game to take so long, so... You stayed up past 4:30 a.m. for this stuff? Oh shit, man. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, well, let's do it. I guess subtitles are on. Play. Yeah, this is the quality I've come to expect. Man, okay, I actually got some footage of the mobile game in here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so canon main character is this ugly boy. Try to read this as it's typed in. Good luck. Oh, the script is actually, or the text is looped. I'm recognizing some of these all over again. This game, I gotta say, or this game. This trailer's really covering all the Disney worlds, though, I gotta say. Our abridged version of the actual cutscenes made no mention. Oh god, we're only here in the story. Oh, jeez, it's hot. Oh, fuck. Why would you make it this hot? Can't drink that. Oh my god, we're still only here? What a fucking thrill. So, I guess I'm gonna... This is kind of an open question to anyone who's seen this already. Is this intended as an alternative to watching those cutscenes? Or, yeah, watching that cutscene collection? Like, is this what the idea is? Yeah, also, this is all done in Unreal Engine 4, too.
Number 7.
Which is real neat.
Huh.
I guess they worked on this to get their cutscene pipeline going.
6 plus me is 7.
Ah, no, it is a supplement? Okay,
Wait.
Cool.
Don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Here, take it.
In the Master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come. Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales.
Can't wait to go there in Kingdom Hearts 3.
It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices.
Oh, it is Kairi from Digimon. You're right.
A copy of the Book
You're
of
super right.
Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Daybreak Down in Kingdom Hearts 3, honestly. It's such a pretty area. Here's that hill.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes, but I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
Yeah, it is Noctis.
I just prefer to be thorough.
It's bedtime.
Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish? Dim? Fade? I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think
God,
you
I've
can
never
change
seen
the
someone so
future?
casual in one of
Then
those organization robes.
What do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking
kinda
of ways
charming.
to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Go for it, man. Do what you want. Good luck. That's good.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava,
Man,
who
these
wore the
guys are
mask
so
of
gonna
the
be
fox,
fightable in Kingdom Hearts 3.
was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after.
Like, they built these models
Cool-headed
and they
Goomba,
rigged them up.
who wore the mask of
And
the
this was
leopard,
all done in
was
Unreal
given
Engine
his role
4.
to uncover the mystery
Like,
of the Book of Prophecies.
These guys are going to appear to some capacity.
Lushu,
I
the first
actually
of the
didn't
apprentices
realize
to be
this was
given
done
their
in
role,
Unreal Engine 4
watched his
until like the
companions
logos
from
at the beginning of
afar
this.
as they learned what
And now that
it
I'm
was
looking at it,
they
I'm
were
like, yeah, it
meant
looks
to
just
do.
like a Kingdom Hearts 3
Then
trailer.
He disappeared.
So like,
Not long after that, the master
they gotta be.
vanished,
I thought this was like a
dimmed,
CG movie.
and faded without a trace.
Well, CG in the sense that it's not running in a game engine anyway. I guess CG is not really the right way to put it, but like... Yeah, I want to know what the box was too, guys. Don't even worry. So that's the Keyblade I'm going to get for finishing Classic Kingdom, right?
This is where your story began.
Cool. I'm down with that.
The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the
Yes,
master's
pre-rendered. I guess that's the word I'm
apprentices
looking for, yeah.
armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
Take care, Apocalyptic Express. Have a good one.
There's a traitor among us.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
La 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 la. God, how are the Dream Eaters still relevant?
Master, did
Fuck.
you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
Oh, so yeah, super confirmed.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Ugh, don't insult me!
Come on, Hassad. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Yeah, writing game's still on point.
Please tell me you're joking. It's not me!
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Cherothy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However...
Yeah, Ava's way younger and less cool than I
I
thought.
believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So
I
what
thought
now?
she was Envy, basically. Yeah,
How do we find
kinda.
out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us
What are
here
my
in
thoughts
this
on
room.
the bug blocks
No,
from
Ira.
Recoded being in Cage
I
3? I don't
respectfully
fucking know.
disagree.
My thoughts are
What
full of
proof
fuck
do we
when I
have
see
that
that.
the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What, did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Aced,
All I hear is
that's
Knuckles
quite
too.
enough.
It's true. I thought your middle name
It
was
looks
the.
to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira?
How hard was it to get the high score in
isn't
Classic
like
Kingdom?
you.
It wasn't too
A
bad.
lost page. Something's missing
It was
from
my
our
first
book of
really
prophecies.
serious go at that game.
Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future.
Took a while though. Took a
But
long
this
time.
incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how
If you're
does
playing
this
fast
whole
enough
thing
in
with the
Carnival
traitor
Kid in Classic
tie
Kingdom,
together?
you actually gain
Like
more
I
time
said,
between rounds.
It's nowhere to be
So-
found
Yeah.
in my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost
Oh
page
no,
has
Ionic
been
Vector.
turned.
I actually got a
they
really
have fallen
high
into the
score
hands
in
of
Carnival
darkness.
Kid. It's
Trust me.
ranked 30th.
There seems to
Worldwide.
be no record of it
So-
in my book either.
No, I did a really good job.
You may be onto something.
I didn't find
I
the
wonder,
requirements are high.
Could this have been
I
the
found
Master's
it
plan
took
all
like
along?
4,
To grant
5,
the
6
lost
plays
page
per
to only
game
one of us.
to get the scores you needed. Giant Land,
We
it
have
took me
no
3.
way of knowing.
I ended up going back to play them a little
Master
bit
is
extra.
I understand what you were saying.
Thanks, Ionic Vector.
I promise to
very
keep a
hard.
close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
I played a lot of Game & Watch games as a kid, real talk. Like, Game & Watch Gallery 2 was the first game I got on my Game Boy Color. I loved that game. I played it to death.
So,
Game
to
& Watch
sum it
Gallery
up,
3 as well when that came
I'll
out.
need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
That's a
Like I
that's a
said,
song by
Ira may have to take over
what's her
from me.
face.
But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
Did I ever have an actual Game & Watch? I only have the
I
Club Nintendo
understand,
replica one that they made a few
but-
years back.
Without you or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions is... It's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Envy, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down.
I like this
Well,
empty box room.
What do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless.
God, Asad's
Ira
creating
won't
the
change
gang
his
war.
mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can—
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the
Envy
balance
really
of
likes
power.
the Master.
He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire
see
for
why
more
she's really
power,
sticking up
which
for him.
leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind
You know, you
our
can like
backs.
talk to Ira,
that's enough.
like with your words.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Ah, traditionally crowded Kingdom Hearts streets.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? about why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes, and as such we must obey. The Master said so, so it is. But lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so.
Is this actually running an engine? Like,
To
it's
be
not
honest, I think it would be great if
you
all
know,
the unions could work together
rendered in
and be
UE4
friends.
and then recorded and then pressed to a disc. Like, is this actually running
You know,
in
I made a
UE4 in
friend
real
from another
time?
union
Because
today.
there's frame rate imperfections here and there.
Wasn't much of a talker.
And there's
Maybe just
little
shy.
imperfections that I would think
We're
would be
meeting again
ironed
tomorrow.
out. You know, you'd crank the
That
settings
sounds
up
like
to
so much
max
fun.
and
Then you
have
better
at
go home
it.
and get some sleep.
But
Okay,
you don't really see the telltale signs of it being
well,
recorded.
it was nice talking to you.
Like, I almost wish
I
you
don't know
could
what's
just
got
move
you
the
down.
camera around a little bit.
But please
You
cheer
know,
up.
if you could just pan by like 5
you.
degrees in each direction with the right stick. Because it looks like it's
worst
running in
happens.
real time. It's very
I'll
believable.
be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind.
And
carry
again,
you
there are these
far,
weird
far
little
away.
frame rate imperfections here and there that you wouldn't
My
really see if
dandelions.
this were pre-rendered. You know, they would have just slammed it out. Unreal Engines in general aren't really
Envy.
good. No, and Unreal Engine is
Have you
fucking
learned something?
fantastic, dog.
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No, please let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, big time skip. Back to the box room. Boy, we really need to buy some more music.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh,
Envy?
uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
There's probably like a dojin that happens there.
Envy. You will regret this.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
What's my upload
So,
speed?
what did you want?
11 megabits per second. About.
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Oh man,
Explain
Ased
to me,
loves
Master.
this.
What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Now, shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that
Did you guys just...
true.
Did it just stutter for you guys?
May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, Ased.
It did? Okay. Yeah, it stuttered for me too.
It's been over a
Okay,
year
that was
since
weird.
the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Oh, this scene. Of course. Good.
Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited.
I see Gershon says the reason he thinks it's
just like
pre-rendered
the
is because there's
master
never a
told us
loading
to.
scene between
You
loading
need to
screen
come to
between
your
scenes.
senses.
I thought about that, but it occurred to me that all the scenes take place in the same environment. So,
If we don't do something, light will
like,
expire.
unless there's a scene that doesn't take place explicitly in
then we won't
Daybreak
be able to
Town,
avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
oh, cute. I like his stupid cape.
Ava, over here!
Envy! Assad! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Yeah, you super don't know that, Envy.
Ava, there's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Oh man, is Gula straight up just the traitor?
Master. Master?
I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay! Now, where... Ah, here it is.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor.
I was gonna say,
among you.
it's not really fair to
Stop
call him
them
a traitor
before
if he
it's
was
too
given
late.
the page, so...
And in order to help
Okay, so
you
he's gotta
find
find the traitor.
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it?
Specifically, okay.
If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
Way to steal my thunder, show off.
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
Trust no one but myself.
Gula.
God, did Lorian punch him in the dark too?
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already!
Don't you underestimate me!
Please stop!
I can protect him from here on the ground. I guess it worked. That's better than nothing then.
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Come to finish me off? Make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that lost page.
Yeah, I see you guys in the
Why
chat
did you
saying that
tell
frames are
Ira?
dropping every now and then.
It had to be
That's
you. Because
definitely
you were
an
the
internet
only
issue
one
at
who
this
knew where
point,
we were
but
hiding. Didn't you think for a second
know.
that your
I don't know how
actions
to
could
deal
be
with
making
that.
things worse than they already
Might just
are?
be that it's Saturday
And why
night.
should that even bother you? Not only do you
Our
have your
internet locally
union,
is getting
but you've
hammered or
also
something?
gathered the
But I
finest
can see
Keyblade
it.
wielders from other unions,
Watching my
and
bitrate
you're training
dip
them in a
from
secret
10,000
location,
to
aren't you?
7,000 to 10,000
Yes,
to
because that is my
4,000.
role!
I can definitely see
I
imperfections
had
there.
no idea.
I'll
I
fix it
apologize.
for the YouTube
I
version.
overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
Man, this really isn't like a whole lot better
I don't know.
than the cutscene compilations.
He's gone.
Gotta say. Pacing's really similar. The beginning was neat, where we were seeing the Master of Masters interacting with everyone individually. All those scenes were solid. But then the endless scenes of Aced telling people he doesn't trust them.
Someone's coming. They're headed
They're
straight
kind of
this way.
dull.
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Gula, what are you doing?
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me.
Is it a good read?
It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it.
Like the recusant sigil?
My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Aced and went to confront him. And look what happened.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why.
These guys can just do that?
The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry, I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I
I'm
believe
afraid I
Xehanort
can't
can
help
do
you.
it like he did in Birth by Sleep, but I didn't know these guys could do it. Like, I would think that could only be a skill that people who explicitly studied Kingdom Hearts forever and ever would figure out.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting
Wasn't
light,
Kingdom Hearts and Birth by Sleep the
solely
fake one,
for
though? Oh,
themselves,
God. I don't
Keyblade
even...
wielders will soon turn against one another.
I don't even...
Which will lead to...
It's a shame they don't have more
Keyblade
jobbers running around in the background
what's
in some of
written in
these
the book?
scenes. Not maybe not this scene, you know, but...
All of it will happen.
Because I know
will
KH3,
expire.
you know, they're doing a bunch to get crowds going and
what are you
people
going to
in
do?
worlds, so they're not quite as
I'll gather
sterile
Lux,
as
too.
earlier Kingdom Hearts games.
No matter
It's
what,
a shame that this
the
doesn't
balance
demonstrate that a
must
little
be
bit.
kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
Omega Bear says he feels like this whole thing is testing the engine. I certainly think at this point they were a bit beyond engine tests, but I do think this was made in part with 0.2 to really get their cutscene pipeline going and really figure out exactly how that was going to work and get it down.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
Are we doing 0.2 after this? Not this
But
evening,
Master-
I'm afraid.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do?
Yeah, so this is go make the dandelions.
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
You really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand. Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar
See,
to
there
you,
they are.
but in a world that is different, one made of dreams,
Where's the galaxy afros? You see a couple doubles
you
if
are
you look
our
around.
hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, You mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you
Man,
fulfill
Sora's
this
gonna
crucial
die like
task.
50 minutes into Kingdom Hearts 3, and you're gonna
The
have to
future
import your
is
jobber
in
from the
all
mobile
your
game.
hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact. Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
His eye.
Yeah.
Does that mean he only has the Xehanort eye left in his head?
You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice, and
I don't
then
think
him
it could
to
be
his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Yeah, the
Minor
piano's
details,
fantastic
so
in this
don't
scene.
sweat
I
it.
agree.
For now, you, that Keyblade, and
So that Keyblade becomes
This box
like a lot more important
need to
than,
stay out of sight.
and we've seen it
Just
before.
watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great. Now I
It's
really
the bug
wanna
blocks. They're in there.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
know. I promise.
You better not fucking cut right as he's about to say it. Swear to God. Or they're gonna whisper it in the distance. Of course.
But why?
You'll see.
It's Goofy's dead wife.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Well, that's that. Yeah, what does the box say? X super? Like cheese super? Key super? Whatever? Because I saw that the X at the beginning, but I really couldn't quite make it out. Yeah, that's that. I gotta say, all these Union Key and Unchained Key and whatever characters, they're fucking nothing. They are the most, like, trash nothing characters. Like, they have things. Like, Ava's got the dandelions. That's cool. That's a thing. The rest of them have pretty much fucking nothing. Which is kind of startling to me. I expected more from that. Master of Masters, who I did not know about at all before watching the cutscenes earlier. He's kind of cool, I guess. So I'm down with that. Luciu seems like he's going to be important in Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's cool, I guess. Oh, music's loud. Let me crank that down a little. Sorry, the volume mixing for this, I guess, is a little different from Dream Drop. Yeah, like there's lots of little bits where I'm like, that's cool. This is neat. This is a cool mystery, etc. But for every cool thing, there's like 2 or 3 boring scenes where these characters all, well, not all, I said yells at everyone. So I don't know, man. I don't really know how to feel about it, and it doesn't. I don't know if it's fair to say, but it doesn't give me a lot of faith for like the narrative in Kingdom Hearts 3. The mysteries set up in this, like the box and stuff, those are easy things to land. Like they just said, there's a box here. We're not gonna tell you what's in the box. You'll find that out in Kingdom Hearts 3. We're not gonna tell you who Master of Masters is. You'll find that out in Kingdom Hearts 3, etc. Right? So the mysteries are all set up really well, but like the core narrative of the mobile games and this was just really flat. It was really not told in a great way, and then this adaptation of it didn't fix it really or improve it almost at all. So I don't know. It's just messy, I guess. Messier than it's ever been, because Edond in the chat says the KH narrative has never been very good though, Lamau, which you're not totally wrong. I can't fully disagree with you, but it's been cleaner than this. You know, it's been more straightforward, or at least more well, like crazy. It's been more well told than this. Kingdom Hearts is like the master. It's the master of masters of not telling stories in straightforward ways. And this was just told in such an unstraightforward and poor way. I think it was a big mess. It was a very big mess that was entertaining from time to time, and otherwise wasn't killer, you know. So yeah. Vigilosaic says you also have to keep in mind that the Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key story is super not finished yet. Yes, you're totally right, and I am bearing that in mind. However, the browser game's story did kind of hit an ending, even though it wasn't the ending, and I still feel like just looking at that, it's not all the way satisfying throughout, and that in itself is kind of disappointing. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I totally got that was Xehanort's Keyblade, which is neat. And I'm curious as to how that's gonna play in, you know? So, yeah. And that's it. In the end, I'm not... oh, cool. Now I can watch the good scenes. In the end, I'm not totally sure about it being actually played in real time in Unreal Engine 4. I do kind of think it's pre-recorded. Some of the effects, like I definitely think a lot of it is just carried straight over from the game in the state that it was at the time that they made this. So some of the effects look a little weaker than you'd expect from a like full CG pre-rendered movie. But there were bits I noticed in this movie where the reflection quality was really, really high, and you'd get really high quality reflections for a bunch of stuff like character models and shit, which I wouldn't really anticipate the main game having at that level of fidelity. So I do think this was probably pre-rendered, but honestly, it's very close and looks very convincing. I guess I'll have to check in 0.2 how comparable the reflections and such are. Because if someone told me this was actually playing in real time in engine on your PS4, I would 100% believe it. I super would. The only reason I'm doubting it is because there's room for it to be doubted. You know what I mean? So, I see Mr. Pedro Rocks saying or asking, wasn't there a post-credits scene to this? I don't know. Can we watch the intro FMV of 0.2? No, we can't. We gotta watch it next time. I know it's tempting, but we gotta watch it next time. We can't cheat. Master of Masters. A mysterious man who possesses an eye that can see into the future. He uses that knowledge to write the Book of Prophecies. No one knows whether his mischievous nature is calculated or true. He disappears after bestowing 5 of his 6 apprentices with a copy of the book. Man. Does Liam have a PS4 Pro? Yes, we were playing this on PS4 Pro, exactly. Is 0.2 enhanced, PS4 Pro enhanced or whatever? It's only 2 hours though. Yeah, no, I know. But I mean, I've been streaming for over 4 hours now, so not doing it tonight. No way. Oh yeah, 0.2 doesn't run great on regular PS4. Ah, that's disappointing. I would have thought it would have been decent on default stock hardware. That's a bummer. I should check the VG Tech video and kind of get an idea for that. Ooh, that's a bummer. Oh, 0.2 runs at 30 FPS as well. Yeah, that hadn't even occurred to me that it wasn't running at 60. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. It's still gonna be fun. Oh, it's uncapped. Runs mostly at 50 on Pro. Alright. Well, when we hit the PS5, it'll run at a silky smooth 60. So maybe we gotta wait another couple of years to play it. I hope Liam has the patch. Oh, is there a patch? I probably have it. Yeah, I do. Look at that. Improved playability regarding player input. Adjusted a bunch of shit. Great. We got tons of patches. Yeah, we're good. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. What do I think? Yeah, you know what I think's in the box? Probably fucking some fragment of the Kai blade or something that they've got. One of the 20 or something like that. I don't know. No, that doesn't seem like a big enough deal. Just one of 20. That doesn't seem like a big enough deal at all. So I don't know. I have no idea. I guess we'll have to wait and see. January 29th or whatever? I don't know. 428 favorite character so far. I've only played as Achitama and the detective. But they're all really good so far. I haven't disliked any of the characters yet. I'm still very, very early in the game, as you can see by the trophy progress. I have not finished the 11 a.m. time block, but it is so good. So, what is this theme? It is the Res Garden of Eden theme. It continues to be like the best theme that exists. This should just come on stock PS4s. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It wasn't all great, to say the very least. Boy, the mobile game and browser game is not a great way to digest that story. Although the movie wasn't tons better for those scenes, so maybe there isn't a good way to digest that story. I guess, you know, I do actually have one more thought on the movie. All the stuff that kind of sucked in the movie, as far as I'm concerned, or just in my opinion, all the stuff that kind of sucked and was boring was all the stuff from the mobile game, you know? All the stuff that I thought was good in the movie, all the new mysteries were all new. You know, the box, the eyeball on Xehanort's Keyblade, all the scenes where the Master of Masters talks to each of them. Like, all the new shit was adequate. It was more than adequate. It was interesting in some cases. It was all the old shit that I found kind of dull, so... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is no way to take in that story well. Maybe it's just destined to not be great. You know, just the way it's told, I guess. I certainly think there's a good story in there. It's you know, the classic gang war story is not one that should be hard to tell. But I guess when you've got to drip feed it as a mobile game, it's going to be a bit more challenging. So, yeah, I would not be shocked if someone like Everglow was able to edit it into a more enjoyable video. He probably has. So, did that stalker girl have any relevance whatsoever? Not yet, and probably never. Unfortunately, Probably no, which is a shame because she was kind of a thing. So, yeah. That sort of sucked. I saw a couple people asking when I'm planning on streaming 0.2. It's probably not going to be the very next stream or anything like that. Today is the 15th. On the 18th, the Capcom Beat 'em Up collection comes out, which I really want to stream. On somewhere between the 18th and the 20th, my Nintendo Labo kit is supposed to show up, which I really want to stream. And I really want to do Prey Moon Crash before we get too far out from that. And I think there's some... What VR game was coming out this week? I think there was a VR game coming out this week that I was interested in doing as well. So, possibly next weekend or next week. It's no big rush, you know. For me, I just want to get 0.2 finished before The World Ends With You comes out. Because hopefully, before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, we can not only finish all the Kingdom Hearts, but The World Ends With You, and maybe even The Bouncer. I'd really like to do that. So, right now there's no schedule set up because I'm looking at alternatives to the Google Calendar. But am I going to stream Space Channel 5 VR? Probably, because I think people would be interested. What about Metal Gear Acid? Don't worry, Metal Gear Acid is like, it's #1 on the list, jockeying with Hollow Knight. I don't know which one. Don't worry, that one's not going anywhere. So, yeah. I saw someone ask earlier, how is Punchline? I actually have not played it yet. I was planning to do a little one-off stream of it, a little closer to the American release date. So yeah. 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 I hear Hollow Knight's really long, but that's still exciting to me, so whatever, it's gonna be good. Why don't you just make a schedule and post a picture of it on my Twitter? Like I used to do. That's a huge hassle. That was why I switched to the Google Calendar. Now the issue is people can't see the Google Calendar, so... Also, like, I'm having a hard time keeping committed to... I'm sure people have noticed this. I have a hard time with that kind of commitment. I'm bad at it. And it is a character flaw. I often show up late to things. It's not a good thing. It's not something I'm proud of. So I'm trying to find what works best for me. And I don't know what it is yet. So, yeah. Not to mention, I'm still like halfway sick, and I've still canned like a stream or two here and there because the coughs have come back. So, I don't want to commit super hard to shit and then be like, cancel again. So, I don't know. That's why I put everything up on YouTube at the end of the day. Because you can watch it at your own pace regardless of whether you caught it or not. So, When will the VOD for this be up on YouTube? The Dream Drop final episode, the extra one with Julius and stuff, that should be up tomorrow. That's the plan. And then they'll go up one day after the other. But they're all up on Twitch already. So, yeah. Yeah. You can watch them on Twitch. Anyway, I'm actually off for the night because it's getting late. And I need to watch that Netflix Bleach movie. The Netflix Bleach movie came out. Go watch that. It's supposed to be... It was received well in Japan. So I don't know. Maybe it's good. Shoutouts tonight to Masamaki212, Scalus, Lugga, Onimushroom, Pariah6950, Manita, Iron Aggro, and no, that's it for their subscriptions. I really appreciate it, guys. Shoutouts also tonight to the Olive Meister for his donation. He says, congrats on your speedrun of Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. Yo, dog. There was a point where I was insane and thinking, I should stream it. I should stream it on my Android phone so I can actually stream the game and we can play through the whole game. And I am so glad that insane idea only lasted like 10 minutes and then I threw it in the trash. Because that would have been the worst fucking misery ever. So, thank you, Olive Meister. Shoutouts also to LibraZero for his donation. He says, I think that Master of Masters is an accurate reflection of how seriously Nomura takes Kingdom Hearts' story. Have fun with 0.2. Thank you, LibraZero. I certainly will have fun with 0.2. I think I've mentioned this a bunch of times at this point. But but 0.2 was a major motivating factor for me to catch up on Kingdom Hearts 3. And part of that was like I liked Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes so much as a prologue to MGS5, and like that kind of hit me with like, oh my god, I love this format so much. When this game came out, I was immediately struck with, oh my god, that's this for Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's out, and it's coming out soon. I need to catch up, and that was kind of the impetus for catching up for me. It wasn't even Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, I guess by proxy it was Kingdom Hearts 3, but it was 0.2 specifically that I was like, ooh, what are you doing over there? Need to do that. So I'm very excited to play it, for sure. Thank you, Libra Zero. Shoutouts also to Mr. Pedro Rocks, who just subscribed right at the very end. And shoutouts to everyone who tossed bits in, because I did see some bits going through. But Streamlabs doesn't tabulate them well, so do appreciate it. Anyway, have a good evening, you guys. I'll be around, I guess. Take care of yourselves. I'm gonna leave quickly tonight. Usually I meander a lot, but I wanna sleep. So take care. Good night, guys. Bye bye.